When factoring, the very first thing, no matter what you're factoring, you want to look to see if there's something in common to all the terms. Our coefficients, 6, 8, and 8, are all even numbers, so I know that 2 is in common to all of them, and it happens to be the biggest thing in common. Now the variables, v to the fourth, v to the third, v to the squared, each one has at least a v to the second power. So let's take out 2 and v to the second power. That's gonna leave me with 6 divided by 2 is 3. Taking a v squared out of v to the fourth is v squared. Okay, negative 8 divided by 2 is negative 4. And if I take out v times v, I'm gonna be left with a single v. Negative 8 divided by 2 is negative 4. And I've taken out v squared, so all my v's are gone. So I could redistribute if you want to double check. 2v squared times 3v squared is 6v to the fourth. 2v squared times negative 4v, negative 8v cubed, and 2v squared times negative 6 is negative 8v squared. Now my focus is on the inside, and we're gonna use the big X method here. So remember, you wanna take the numbers on the outside, multiply them together. So 3 times negative 4 is negative 12. My hands are in the air, multiply together, I put it in the top of the X. Then you're gonna grab the number in the middle and shove that straight down. So negative 4 coming straight down. Brainstorming off to the side for the number 12. Let's list all the factors of 12. So 12 is 1 times 12. 12 divided by 2 is 6, so 2 times 6. 12 divided by 3 is 4, so 3 times 4. We've listed all the pairs that multiply together to get 12. So this list here, we're using to think of two numbers that multiply to get negative 12. And the only way that happens is if one of them is positive and one of them is negative. And then if two numbers add up to a negative 4, then one of those numbers that's negative, it's gonna have to be the bigger one that's negative so that they add up to negative 4. Okay, so that happens to be 2 and 6. Okay, and then let's just make sure our signs are okay. I'm gonna make the 6 negative. One more time, 2 times negative 6 is negative 12. They add up to negative 4. And then the last step in using this method is to put these two numbers over A and simplify. So the A is 3. I'm gonna put this over 3, over 3. This doesn't simplify, so I'm just gonna rewrite it as 2/3 to emphasize that I looked. And negative 6 over 3 simplifies to negative 2 over 1. I'm ready to factor. The only way I get back to v squared is v times v. The bottom number goes in the front and the top goes in the back. So this is 3v plus 2 multiplied by 1v minus 2. It's easy to forget that we factored out 2v squared a second ago. And so I'm gonna bring that down. So I still have 2v to the second power. You may want to simplify it. I really don't need this 1 there. And now our original is factored. If you wanted to double check you have the right answer, you could FOIL this together. And then after you had it FOILed, then you could redistribute the 2v squared back through and you get back to the original.